Ashutosh Mishra, who's joining us right from Eknath Shinde's residence. Ashutosh, you've been tracking those developments in Thane. Thane is the bastion, the home turf of Eknath Shinde. We saw that area very vulnerable in the last few days as we saw many of the Shinde supporters coming to the streets and taking on the Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena members. So it seems like the rebellion here not just is in the top rung, but has now trickled down to the grassroots cadres as well. They themselves are fighting with each other. One is the Uddhav Sena supporters and one is the Shinde Sena supporters. And Thane seems to be a classic example there where we are seeing both camps fighting. But a quick word, here we see that Uddhav Thackeray has stripped the ministries of all those rebel cabinet ministers and transferred those ministries to the NCP and the Congress. Do we know a little more about that? This has come as a huge setback, obviously, for the rebels, but they care less. At this point, they're already planning to form the government in Maharashtra. They know that this also is very short-lived.
Well, the morale is quite high at the moment for the rebels because Supreme Court has already virtually stalled, giving them time to file the reply by the Deputy Speaker till 11 July. So this is already boosting their morale as they would see this as their first victory. As far as cabinet meeting is concerned, Uddhav Thackeray as the Chief Minister can call a cabinet meeting no matter how many members in the cabinet are. Even if 8 of the ministers have moved out, their portfolios have been allocated to the other ministers. So the cabinet meeting, full board can take place. Now what could be those crucial decisions? That is something really need to see. As far as the floor test is concerned, Nabil, I remember for the floor test, someone has to move a motion to the governor that we do not have confidence on this government. But clearly, we have not seen any motion moved either by the BJP or even by the rebels to the governor. Now, the only option that you have been talking about, that the governor has, that it may suo motu taking cognizance of the situation, the case filed before the Supreme Court, can call the session and ask the government to prove its majority. But remember, Supreme Court virtually stalling one of the legislature process, that's a legislative process. Disqualification by the speaker is a subject of the assembly and the jurisdiction of the speaker, deputy speaker. So if Supreme Court, almost virtually stalling one of the procedure, subsequently there could be the similar, because it could be contrary to the one decision by the Supreme Court, it can also stall. Remember, Supreme Court did say that if there is any proceedings taking place or any decisions, any party can come to us. Then of course the Shiv Sena has that option. They can go and challenge the summon by the governor of calling assembly session. They can challenge to Supreme Court. And given the precedence that one process of disqualification by the speaker has been almost stalled virtually, that can also be stalled. So at the moment, everyone is just buying a time and everyone looking what could be the course of action.